All right. Listen, I know there can be some pretty shitty parents out there, and some people just have kids ignorantly in vain without being qualified to be a good father or mother. Sometimes I personally believe that some people just should have a license to have children because as of right now in society, things are just. Well, do I really have to explain it? However, typically things usually aren't as bad as what I just came across today in this story. But before we go any further into the story, I just want to give a huge shout out to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. As I'm sure by now we all know what NordVPN is, as it's all over YouTube, but for those of you who don't know, NordVPN is a VPN service that allows you to protect your data while safely browsing the internet without any worries. NordVPN is pretty easy to use if you want to download it to your PC to safely browse the internet, or you can download it to your mobile device by going to the App Store, downloading it, and enabling the VPN service with a click of a button. NordVPN offers over 5,000 servers in 60 different countries, so being able to connect to a server near or in your country shouldn't be an issue at all. In this way, if your country restricts certain websites or doesn't allow certain content to be shown, you can easily bypass those restrictions by enabling NordVPN services to encrypt your IP address. And the good thing about this is if you get a subscription with NordVPN, it won't be limited to one device. You can actually use 6 different devices. So your mobile phone, your tablet, your PC, and if you want to hand it over to a friend, they can use it as well. And pretty much they'll be getting the same benefits of internet safety and data encryption as you are as well. So with that being said, if you want to bypass certain restrictions in your country, if you want to stop worrying about hackers trying to steal your data on public Wi-Fi or even in your own home, and you just want a little bit more privacy while browsing the internet, be sure to head on over to NordVPN and download their app by using my link in the description at nordvpn.com/Mori. Once again, that is nordvpn.com/Mori in the description and in the pinned comment section. Right now, they got a Black Friday deal going on where you guys can get up to 73% off of a 2-year plan plus 1 additional free month. And that's only about $3.16 per month. And if it turns out that you download the app, you sign up for the subscription, and you don't really like it, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you're free to sign up, try it out, and see if you like it. And if you don't, you have 30 days from the time of your purchase to get your money back. So it's pretty much a win-win situation here. In any case, thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. And yeah, let's get back to talking about these terrible parents abandoning their children for $21 million. And in this story, basically, a father and mother, a married couple, didn't come across. They basically stole $20 to $21 million, and they decided to go on the run with all that money, leaving their children behind and leaving them a goodbye note as well, because they were like, you know what? We're filthy rich now. Although we have kids, it's $21 million. So F them kids, we out. And they left them a little goodbye note saying, adios. 43-year-old Richard Avazian and 37-year-old Marietta Terabellan, a Los Angeles fraudster couple, were convicted of trying to steal more than $20 million in COVID relief funds, have been jailed for 23 years, even though they are still on the run. So basically, if they get caught, it's pretty much over. Because as of right now, although they were not present for their court case, which is pretty interesting. I've never heard of that one before. They say the 43-year-old dad, Richard, was sentenced to 17 years in prison, while his wife, Marietta, 37, was given 6 years behind bars for conspiracy, bank fraud, and money laundering. Now, keep in mind, these charges were laid on them back in June, but apparently the couple went on the run in August. And for any of you fraudsters out there, you thieves, and all the people who took advantage of the PPP loans and the COVID relief funds that were supposed to be going to businesses, but ended up going into the pockets of crooked politicians and people who made fake businesses to pretend as if they had hundreds of employees to receive millions of dollars, when in reality it was basically just them in front of a computer typing in false info. If any of you watching this video right now fit into that category, you should be scared, because sooner or later, one by one, the feds are gonna catch up to you. But the messed up thing about this situation, and I honestly shouldn't be laughing, but it's just so strange and funny. They say in the story that the parents left a note for their 3 teenage children that they abandoned, saying, and I quote, "We will be together again one day. This is not a goodbye, but a brief brief break from each other. And to be honest, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't mean to sound pessimistic. With $21 million on the run, I don't think they're gonna be seeing their parents ever again. I'm sorry, bro, because the feds are gonna be watching the kids for a very long time. I mean, that's a lot of money, and they want their money back. Like, where would you even be able to meet up with your parents on the run with $21 million? Like, their parents are probably somewhere halfway across the world in Africa or somewhere in Asia, just chilling. And honestly, I kind of respect the hustle. Like, they actually finessed the government out of tens of millions of dollars, but it's just messed up that they left their kids behind. Like, they could have at least took the kids. But I digress. Here on the left, you can see the father, 43, Richard, and the mother. I assume she's the mother, but she is his wife on the right. Apparently, they were already going on trial for this stuff. They were arrested and put on house arrest, but fled the scene, fled the crime, because they knew they were never gonna get away with this. It's as if they knew they were gonna go away for multiple decades. And the husband probably said, "Kid, honey, we gotta go, because I'm not trying to spend the rest of my life or the next 17 or however many years he was gonna get with good behavior in prison." They say in the article that they both had used dozens of phony or stolen identities, including those of elderly or dead people and foreign exchange students who briefly visited the United States. And you know, they probably got that stuff on the black market on the dark net. If you guys don't know what that is, I recommend not even looking it up because there's a lot of sketchy shit on there. However, with all these fake identities that they were able to obtain, evidently they were able to submit applications for about 150 federal COVID business relief funds. You know, them PPP loans. They submitted 150 applications. And on these applications, they used false tax documents, false payroll records, and a whole lot of fake names. I mean, they went above and beyond to get this money, to finesse the money. But on the other hand, they left their children behind. Like, what kind of parents would abandon their children for money? But apparently some of the things that the couple bought when they received all the money that they got included down payments on luxury homes, gold chains, gold coins, diamonds, jewelry, luxury watches, fine imported furnishings, designer handbags. So you already know they were probably hitting up the Louis stores, the Gucci store. You know, his wife was probably investing heavily into them Birkin bags. However, it's just like people who've never had this amount of money before don't realize that if you suddenly get into this amount of wealth and start buying a whole bunch of shit, it's going to set off a whole bunch of red flags. Like, there's a reason for why money laundering is such a big business. You're not supposed to take money that you stole and just use it outright. You should actually like wait a bit, clean it up, invest it so that you can actually prove to the IRS that the money isn't stolen. Now, what makes this story even more up is the fact that they say that the sentencing of this couple, right, the parents, were done in front of the couple's children, who they say were visibly distraught, meaning they were crying. And you know, if I was one of them, I would have cried too, because my parents, of which I thought loved me, I thought adored me, and who I looked up to since I was a little kid, abandoned me for 21 million pieces of paper with dead presidents on them. That's gotta be the ultimate betrayal. But like I said before, integrity and morals are at an all-time low in society. In any case, that's gonna be today's video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Would you abandon your children for $21 million? Let me know down below. The comment section is probably gonna be funny as hell. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on all bell notifications so you can always know whenever I upload a video. Follow the Twitter and the Instagram, links are down below in the description. With that being said, I appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe out there.